quickly pivot to the properties, and these can be quick updates this month. So on Growth Fund 1, the biggest update we shared last month that the plans were approved for the expansion. So that design process is now underway. And overall, as I believe Mike mentioned, we're starting to see some modest uptick in activity as we come out of the depths of winter and start to get into our spring leasing season. I didn't have anything else here, Serge or Mike.
No, I think the cloverleaf, that's been I mean, we had to work through some challenges as it related to the expansion. So that delay was far longer than we anticipated, but we are past all of that now. And we actually have appraisal for the portfolio underway to prepare for debt for construction. So as that materializes, we'll have more to share.
And then on Londonderry, we didn't have any significant updates at all. So more to come on that site next quarter when we do our end of quarter deep dive. Growth Fund 2, we did have some wonderful updates here at the Old Buffalo location. We did get full zoning board approval. So this site is going from this photo here in the very top right is Old Buffalo as it is today, with the two long exterior buildings. This here on the bottom right is the proposal for the new construction. So you can see the existing buildings kind of in hashed out, and then in yellow is all the proposed new storage that will be going in on that site. Additionally, at the Detroit Street, we're going for approval the end of this month, and Third Road is in for permitting. Serge mentioned new signage as we prepare for spring lease season. So here's an example of some signage, as well as an example of they're really fully automated and unmanned. You can see the orange there sign is to call visitors' attention to the fact that it is unmanned. It has this quite large QR code and outlines for any visitors how they can rolling out and return their lost. So at Crete, our team is today actually. So we're able to share with you some most updated photos of what the site looks like as of today. So the groundwork has been underway as we've come out of kind of the depths of frozen dirt season there. And we are tracking towards that. So here in the right side is the property in the reference by the top photo, red, and it's covered with shrubs and travel cars. In the lower photo, that's what's been hauled up to be converted into a retention. This stream of photos stitched together on the lower panel here. This is all the front of the property. So the front 8 houses are getting ready for foundation work there.
If you cameras, you can last go and check in any cool features. So if you want to check that out, we're
or have questions.
Yeah, just let us know.
Yep. Fitchburg, we're working through structural design now. We should have that done within the next 8-9 days. And then architectural design once that is finalized and approved.
One thing worth mentioning for Fitchburg, if you are a Fitchburg investor, we're going to be opening up for the improvement debt fund for this, which is being just another investment option for the existing investors. If you're interested in that, reach out. That's going to be a 10% interest rate return on that. If you're not a Fitchburg investor and you might be interested in that, let us know. The existing investors will have the right of first refusal or primary access for that debt fund. It's going to be a monthly return on that. So if you are interested in something like that, let us know. And the reason for this program related to this property is that it was seller carried. So we have a really great loan, fixed loan interest only on the existing property, and getting traditional debt from a lender using a second position is not very likely. So we're offering that privately, which is fantastic for the existing investors and anybody else that's interested.
And then on the income portfolio for the LaPorte location, We got photos of the new signage. So again, big, bold, simple text, large QR codes for folks to get all the information that they need from the codes. All the approvals have been completed here, and we're in 2 months.
Yeah, you see that the renderings up top there. These are going to be fantastic properties. They are going to be, I mean, they're in path of growth in those immediate markets. You know, that we're really strong. We're really pleased with the positioning of these assets because of the existing storage on site and then expanding within those markets. So there are still shares available here, and we have been, the only reason why these shares have not been sold out is that we haven't heavily promoted the opportunity strictly because the debt for the expansions, we're holding tight on getting that to make sure that we're holding off as long as we can, because we know that getting debt that's longer term is going to be more advantageous for us from a return perspective. So that's the reason. Shares are still available if you are interested and not already exposed or invested in this. So reach out if you're interested in getting more information.
Same types of updates for the Laurel location here. All the approvals are done and groundbreaking in another 2 months. And that brings us to the end of our very quick update across the portfolios. Much more next month, where Mike will really be diving into the end of quarter numbers and performance. So bring your cup of coffee next month. That'll be much more into the weeds, and
I make it exciting, Corinn. No coffee needed.